Okay, guys. So, a vote counts because let me see if I can explain it. Maybe I should start with electoral vote. An electoral vote is the vote of a state. Within the state vote, you have the population vote. So, you have New York, Texas, and California combined has more people than all the other states combined. With that being said, it wouldn't be fair for the population vote towards a specific party to count versus the state's population percentage to count. What I mean by that, if California, Texas, and New York were Republican states, and majority of everyone in those states voted for a Republican. Republican would win, regardless of all the other states vote. If all the other states vote Democratic, if we went by popular vote, if all the other states voted Democratic and all of California, all of Texas, and all of New York voted Republican, then those three states would be the only states that won the president that they wanted. Republican would win. But the electoral vote is the percentage of each state's vote. So if all of California voted Republican, all of New York voted Republican, and all of Texas voted Republican, let's say you got 100%, then those three states would be Republican states. And it wouldn't be the popular vote that counted, it would be the state that counts. So basically, the electoral vote is the state. So let's sum it up to just for a simple way to understand. There's 50 votes. There's 50 votes that count, and those would be the 50 states. So that means that's 3 votes for Republican. Then Georgia and all the other states have a percentage of people who voted Republican or Democratic. And that's how the candidates win the state over popular vote. So what happened with Hillary and Trump is Hillary had the majority of the people of the United States as a whole, but Trump won the states. He had the highest percentage of votes in each individual state. So if your vote counts, if you're one of those people who oppose my theory, don't vote. Your vote doesn't matter. My new theory, I used to be a victim of that. I used to feel that way. But now I feel like I'm better safe than sorry. If my vote doesn't count and I voted. Okay, what? But if my vote does count and I don't vote, then that's part of the percentage I could have made a difference in. The people and what they don't want you to do, they don't want us to vote because we probably would vote more Democratic if we voted, or we would vote Republican if we voted. But they know that the demographics go towards if black people don't vote, then it'll be a Republican vote. So, voting actually is really more in depth than that, but I just wanted you to understand the basics of how the numbers divide out. But when it comes to local voting, that allows for candidates of presidential votes to know where to go. So they know that, okay, this county or this state or this city is Democratic. So a Republican needs to come to the Democratic areas and be like, well, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that to try to sway you Republican. There's no need in a Republican spending time in a Republican area because they're going to get that vote. They want to spend their time in areas where people find it hard to go their route. So how you vote locally determines where, when it comes for national voting, where they campaign at. So I mean, you can play it strategically if you had a number of people you knew or whatever. It can be strategic on how you do it if you think the numbers count. Um, it's not a win-win-win-lose. If they're going to pick who they're going to pick and you vote and your vote doesn't count, then okay. But if it really counts for a vote and you didn't go out there and vote, then see where we end up. So I think it's better safe than sorry. I'll be back on for the different parties and their views on the different issues. I have a list of the different issues and I'll go back on there. But I want you guys to know that if you think that your vote doesn't count, if it does, then it definitely won't count. It won't be in the picking. But if it does count, just vote anyway. Like because if it does, then it'll count. But I have my reasons for not voting Democratic as of now. As I further my research, it may change, but I have my view. I do have some standing views on a few of the topics that I do know about. I didn't want to get into it without talking to you guys about each individual candidate and the different parties' views on the issues. But if you guys want me to talk about my personal view on a bit of the subjects, I will. Just drop it in the comments and I'll respond. If you want me to get on video and respond, I will. If you want me to comment, I'll respond. But, just let me know. And I'll be back on with all of my research as the candidates post their views. Later.